Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to I'm Not Repeating Myself podcast. I'm your host, Mike, and I hope you heard what I said the first time because I'm not repeating myself. Glad everybody could be with me on this good Monday. Make sure you please subscribe to me on Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud, and on YouTube. I'm on TikTok at I'm Not Repeating Myself pod, and I'm also on Instagram at I'm Not Repeating Myself pod. Hope everybody had a good weekend, man. I know I definitely did. Thanksgiving is this week. Hope everybody is safe. Hope everybody has good eats. Hope everybody is, making sure they locking in with their family, having a great time, man. November is already over. Hope everybody enjoys football that same day too. But yeah, man, Thanksgiving is here, man. I can't believe that shit, man. That shit is fucking insane, bro. It's insane. But yeah, hope everybody enjoys that food, getting prepped, getting that good rest. If you having Thanksgiving, and you have chitlins for Thanksgiving, you do not care about life. That includes some of my family members too. Because I got some family members who love chitlins. We not doing that. I don't understand how niggas enjoy that shit. Like, niggas really be enjoying chitlins. And the smell don't get out your house for at least 4 or 5 days after that. So, yeah, man, if you eating chitlins, hey, man, Godspeed, man. Y'all already know. The leftover timeline. Hey, man, after about Saturday, pack it up. Sunday, no more leftovers. Monday, you in the hospital. Tuesday, you for sure in the hospital. And then that following Wednesday, you damn near dead. So, just remember them guidelines, man. Them shit gonna last you at least up until Saturday. After that, you can pack that shit up. You can definitely pack it up. Let it go. But yeah, man, it was an interesting week, man. Interesting week. We had a couple of anniversaries that happened. We will go ahead and jump right into this shit. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy turned 15 years old on Saturday. And also to note, November 22nd, I'm going to do some more research, but November 22nd in rap history is a prominent date. A lot of great shit released on November 22nd, no matter what the year was, 1995, 98, 2001, 2, 3, 10, 2020, whatever the case. November 22nd had a lot of dope releases. I just want to point that out. But My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy turned 15 years old, man. I cannot believe that shit, man. I cannot believe that shit. Shout out to the second greatest rap album of all time. Top to bottom, raps, production, theme, all the visual too. Shout out to the long form video. Kanye was that's the peak of Kanye West. That is the peak of Kanye West. All the way from College Dropout up until that point. Every creative thing that he had just all came together collectively on that project, man. It just amazing. I remember at the Grammys it won for best rap album, but it lost album of the year. And I think that would have been the first rap album to win album. It should have won album of the year. I think he lost to Odeal. But that album is just fucking amazing, man. Down to the features. Every feature was placed perfectly. And just when it comes to rap album, if somebody was to ask me, Mike, show me the perfect rap album, that's going to be the one next to Blueprint. But My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, you're not topping that. I remember when 2013 rolled around, and I think I said, by the time 2020 get here, we're talking about arguably the greatest rap album ever made. Like, I knew in real time when I first heard it, like, nah, this is some timeless shit. That is timeless shit. Like, Kanye was locked in so many different levels. We really need to get the full documentary of the make of that album. I know he flew everybody out to Hawaii. Everybody verse was memorable. Sci-Hi, Nicki Minaj, Jay on Soul Paul and Monster, Rick Ross, of course, Pusha T, Raekwon. I feel like I'm missing Pusha T on Runaway. There's literally no complaints I have about that album. The only thing I don't like about that album, and it's petty, but it still doesn't take away any points from the album, is that solo on Runaway. I feel like that was unnecessary. I feel like that's the only thing that we did not need on that album was that solo on Runaway. But outside of that, man, it's like, man, bro, it's just so, it takes me back to where I remember when I first heard it. Now, prior, it was highly anticipated. I think that might have been the most highly anticipated rap album up at that time because Kanye had been teasing with the Good Fridays. It got pushed back so many times, and it had a different name before that. And then just the lead up, so we had the Good Friday drops, Christian Dior, Denim Flow, what was the shit? Looking for Trouble, all of that. So I think at that time, let me see, it was just so highly anticipated because we was looking for like, hey, bro, dog got to deliver, dog got to deliver, and let me let me pause this for they flag my goddamn shit, my bad. But I think at that time, man, it was just it was yo, dog got to deliver, and he delivered, bruh. And man, shout out to Kanye, man. Shout out to Kanye. Like outside all that other shit that he got going on, I mean, from top, Dark Fantasy, that might be his best intro. Then you got Gorgeous, Power, All the Lights interlude, All of the Lights, Monster, Soul Paul, Devil in a New Dress, Runaway, Hell of a Life, Blame Game, Lost in the World, Who Will Survive in America. And Blame Game is arguably the most underrated track on here just off the Chris Rock shit alone. Like that, that whole skit was fucking genius. That shit was hilarious. But I remember when it dropped, and I just replayed that shit. I think I was working at Amazon at the time, and I'll just be headphones, top to bottom. That shit was getting me through the whole shift. But I would love for us to get a full documentary on that whole shit, man. I would love for us to get a documentary on. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall when that album dropped, bro. And I remember probably we got some leaks. We had got some leaks, but we never really got the full version. So when that shit dropped, man, man, shout out to Kanye West, man. Second greatest rap album ever. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, man. I played that shit every year that shit drops. I play it. I play it for most of the day. I play it for most of the day. We also had another anniversary for GNX. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar for GNX. Another classic album that dropped a year ago. Now this one would hit a little different because it was a surprise album. It was a surprise. I whacked out Mural, Squabble Up, Luther, Man at the Garden, Hey Now, Reincarnated, TV Off, Dodger Blue, Peekaboo, Heart Part 6, GNX, Gloria. My favorites off this album, Reincarnated is the best rap song Kendrick Lamar ever did. Next up, Dodger Blue, then Heart Part 6. Those are my top three. Then Squabble Up, then I say Peekaboo, and then TV Off, and Hey Now. Like, amazing, amazing album coming off arguably a top 3 rap year that Kendrick Lamar had, of course, off the heels of the battle. Then he came towards the end of the year with GNX. Well constructed album. I think it's his second best album. I got it right behind Good Kid, Mad City, and right before Damn. But man, this was an amazing, amazing album. And I knew when I heard it's just certain albums that you hear in real time, like you just like, nah, this shit is a classic. And when I first heard it, it without a doubt was a classic. 12-track album, 45 minutes. And that's another thing too, just getting back to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Again, that 12 to 15 track album. 12 to 15 track albums, perfect. Perfect. Keep giving me 12 to 15 track albums. I feel like most of the time, that's when you're going to deliver on a classic. When your albums are 12 to 15 tracks, that's when you're gonna deliver a classic body of work because it's not. You got enough to even throw on a couple of hits. You can even do a couple of skits in there if you want, but then you really had time to just really give us a full body construction of work. When you start tapping plus 15, I said this before, you better make sure ain't a whole bunch of filler on there. That shit gotta flow. But if you stay in between that 12 to 15 track window, you're more prone to deliver a classic. And Kendrick Lamar definitely delivered a classic. This album will continue to stay in my rotation. But yeah, man, shout out to November 22nd, man. Shout out to November 22nd, man, for delivering us some classic bodies of work. And this is a perfect segue into Complex List. They dropped the top 50, the best 50 albums of the 21st century. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna run through this. I'm not gonna run through the whole 50. I'm gonna just name some notables. Coming in at 49, you had Erica Badu with Mama's Gun that dropped in 2000. Young Thug, So Much Fun 2019. Young Thug never seen these heights again. He never saw these heights again. That is a classic fucking album from technically it's his first and only album. But Young Thug never seen them heights again. Great album. Classic. 46, Diplomats, Diplomatic Immunity, '03. Nas, Godson, '02. Cardi B, Invasion of Privacy, 44. 42, Trap Music, T.I. I probably would have put Urban Legend on there before, but I understand because of the impact. Coming in at 40, Amy Winehouse, Back to Black. Number 30. Let me see. I'm only naming the notables. So you can check this list out yourself on complex.com. 35, ASAP Rocky, Live Love ASAP, definitely a classic. Number 34, Confessions, 2004. I'm gonna speak on Usher too. Him and Bryan Michael Cox. Yeah, Usher, Confessions, 2004. 33, Kendrick Lamar, The Pimp a Butterfly. Number 32, Clips, Hell Have No Fury. Coming in at 30, you have Voodoo by D'Angelo, R.P. D'Angelo. 29, 2014, Forest Hills Drive, J. Cole, definitely his classic. Number 28, Jay-Z, The Black Album. Okay. And again, this is from 2000 up until now. 27, Kanye West, Graduation. Number 26, The Carter 2, Lil Wayne. Definitely should have been higher. Y'all know how I feel about that. Young Jeezy, Thug Motivation 101, 25. Not mad at it. Probably would have had it a little higher. 23, Travis Scott, Astroworld. Too high. That's too high. I'm not putting that before Thug Motivation 101 and Carter 2. I'm not doing that. Watch the Throne, 21. Definitely. I'm not mad at the placement. I might put it a little higher. I actually went and bought this album before my Foot Locker shift. 2011. It was a Tuesday. I went right across the street to Best Buy across from Northwoods Mall and bought this album. I do not have that disc anymore. I can't find it for shit. Drake, Nothing Was the Same, number 20. Eminem Show, number 19. Ghostface Killer, Supreme Clientele, 18. Not mad at that at all. Beyonce Lemonade, understandable. SZA, SOS. I don't think that album is that classic like that, bro. I don't. Like, I don't understand the hype around it. 14, Kanye West, Yeezus. Fuck no. No. I wouldn't even put Yeezus on this list. But and then to put it at 14, hell no. Number 13, Future, DS2. So I'm gonna go ahead and name the top 15. I'm gonna go ahead and run through the top 15. So 15, Playboy Cardi, Whole Lot of Red. I don't listen to Cardi. 14, Yeezus. Number 13, DS2, Future, classic. Even though I feel personally Evil is his best album, and then Monster. Kendrick Lamar, 12, Good Kid, Mad City. Number 11, Outkast, Stank On Ya. Number 10, The Weeknd, House of Balloons. I never was a Weeknd fan like that. Number 9, Beyonce, self-titled Beyonce, came out 2013. That was a surprise album. The women went crazy over that. Number 8, Frank Ocean, Blonde. No, overrated as fuck. That album is so overrated, bro. I would put Channel Orange on here. Number 7, Drake, Take Care. Not mad at that at all. Number 6, Kendrick Lamar, Damn. Not mad at that. That is one of his best albums. Eminem, Marshall Mathers, LP, number 5. Number 4, Rihanna, Anti. Classic album, but that's a little bit too high. Number 3, Jay-Z, Blueprint. Number 2, Get Rich or Die Trying, 50 Cent. And number 1, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Now, the top 3 I'm not mad at. Number 1, of course, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Get Rich, Die Trying. Number 2, and then Blueprint, number 3. I'll probably switch it around some. I would put Blueprint number 1 because that's my GOAT rap album. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy number 2. And I'm not mad at Get Rich or Die Trying be number 3. Just for the simple fact that when that album came out, it's arguably the best debut of all time. Some people say Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style. But when Get Rich or Die Trying came out, it was just, you ain't never felt no impact like that in real time. Like, for him, he damn near sold 1 million the first week. I think he sold like 880,000. It was damn near 5 times platinum by the end of the year. All the hits, all the singles that he dropped was Many Men, banger. Wangsta, banger. In the Club, of course, goes without saying. PIMP, just everything. Everything surrounding it. Him coming back, the story. So I understand it. I wouldn't have Rihanna at number 4 with Anti. Some shuffling. I'm taking out Frank Ocean At number 8, Blonde, and I'm putting Channel Orange, man, because I don't know what it is about that album, but I feel like that's one of the most overrated albums ever. By far, it's one of the most overrated albums ever. Stankonia 11, Outkast, not mad at that. Future DS2, just for the simple fact, 2015 when that album came out, everything literally was a fucking banger on that album. Everything. Again, I love Evil and Monster before this, but DS2 is a classic, certified classic. I'm not mad at this at all. Yeezus, I'm getting it off the list completely. I'm not even having it in the top 50. That's not one of Kanye's best works. It's not. Drake, Nothing Was the Same. Now, I don't think Nothing Was the Same as a classic. A lot of people feel like it is. I feel like Drake's classics is Take Care, CLB, and If You're Reading This Is Too Late. If You're Reading This Too Late is Drake's best album. I think Nothing Was the Same as a great album, but I do not think it's his best work. One of his best works. I wouldn't have it on there. I'm putting If You're Reading This Is Too Late and then Take Care in place of Nothing Was the Same. I'm sorry. Nah, I just wouldn't put it. Astro World, we're not. I'm getting Astro World out of here. Thug Motivation 101 and Carter 2 definitely got to move up into the top 20. Definitely, especially before Astro World. Great album by Travis, but I'm not putting it before those two. We're not doing that. And Carter 3 has to be on this list. You at the top 50 rap albums of the 21st century, Carter 3, bro. Carter 2 and Carter 3 are collectively back-to-back classics by Wayne. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. D'Angelo, not mad. Lana Del Rey. See, some of these I don't even listen to these artists. So I don't really have an opinion on it. But other than that, I'm not really too mad. You got Tyler here, I don't really listen to him. But other than that, I'm not mad. Diplomatic Immunity, I'm moving that up into the top 25. Diplomatic Immunity is arguably one of the best rap albums that ever come out. That impact felt by Dipset when that album came out goes without saying. I wouldn't have it at 46. I'm definitely moving that shit up. I'm putting that up in the 20s for sure. And then, of course, Young Thug at 48. I would probably move it up probably 30-ish, top 30-ish, because, again, that's Thug's best work. And it's unfortunate that Thug never seen those heights again, man. So, yeah, man. This is the 50 best albums in the 21st century by Complex. You go ahead, you check that out. Again, I'm not mad at the top. I'm not mad at the top 3, man. I'm not mad at the top 3. The top 3 was My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Number 2, Get Rich or Die Trying. Number 3, The Blueprint. So you get a chance, you go ahead and check that out. And salute to them for putting together. That's probably one of the lists that I agree with the most versus the others that, you know, that I've seen. They pretty much or they got that. They pretty much got that. But I mentioned Usher earlier. Moving on to the next topic. I mentioned Usher earlier because I came across a story. Actually, I meant to speak about this last week. So Usher has filed a lawsuit against one of his longtime music producers and a few others over a loan for a restaurant in Atlanta never opened. In a lawsuit filed November 14th, Usher claims that producer Bryan Michael Cox, who produced Usher's hits including You Got It Bad and Burn, approached him in 2024 to invest in an upcoming restaurant and lounge Atlanta called Homage ATL. Entertainment lawyer, I don't know how to pronounce his name, I don't want to fuck it up. And entertainment industry officials Keith Thomas and Charles Hughes are also named in the suit. Usher revealed in the filing that he didn't want to invest in the restaurant, but agreed to loan the group $1.7 million that he wired over in January. When the property for the location hadn't been purchased months later, Usher asked the group to repay the loan. He said he received $1 million in compensation in August, but has yet to receive the remaining $700,000. Usher claims that Honore told him returning the money was not that easy because the money had been used for other purposes. The singer said he hasn't received an explanation about what it's been used for. Usher is seeking $4.9 million in damages, which is $700,000 for each of the lawsuit's claims. In a recent conversation with TMZ in which Usher suggested he create his own clothing line, the singer revealed he'd love to see Metallica perform at the Super Bowl. I'm not mad at this with Usher. I've seen some conversations surrounding him, because Bryan Michael Cox produced some hits for Usher that somehow Usher should not seek his money. I don't give a fuck what hits you produce for me, how much impact you had for me in my career. If I loan you $700,000 for a business deal and I do not receive my proper compensation, I am suing you. I don't care how close we are. I don't care how much work you did for me. People have to learn you have to do right by people, bro. It's simple. I don't care how small or how big the money amount is. Do right by people. Bryan Michael Cox does not get a pass because he produced hits for Usher. That's not how this works. And it doesn't have to get ugly. I haven't seen it get ugly, but I have seen this conversation go on and people really be dense and act like as if Usher should not be owed his bread. Bro, and then the explanation is the money was used for other things. You fucked off my money. Because regardless, I was still going to sue you regardless because whatever you spent the money on didn't have nothing to do with this restaurant. So you're going to get sued regardless. But the fact that you can't explain to me what others, the other things that you spent my money on, that's a problem. We can still do music together. We can still get busy. Don't be sour because I'm coming after my bread though. We had a business deal. We had a business arrangement. If you owe me money, pay me my money. It's that simple. I don't understand why people think they can walk around on this earth and think you don't owe people their proper compensation. That speaks to your character. That speaks to your character. Pay people what you owe them. If I loaned you 1.7 M, I need to receive the full amount. Not 20, not 800,000, not even 1.6. I need to receive all my money back and then some. Period. And honestly, you better be glad this wasn't like a equity type deal because he said he didn't want to have like no equity stake in it, but he gave them the money, to open it. So just pay me my money. 4.9 million. That's fair. And it could be higher. It could be higher just off the simple fact that you're playing with me. So the money wasn't easy. The money had been used for other purposes. What were the other purposes, bro? What were the other purposes that you cannot pay me my bread? So I'm interested to see how this unfolds because, this is just nasty. And I'm seeing a lot of people, again, having a conversation between producer and artist. Oh, Usher wouldn't be who he was. I don't give a fuck. You could have produced every single fucking hit I ever had in my career, bro. That has nothing to do with this business deal that we had. Pay me my bread. So I definitely wanted to speak on that because I definitely seen that and I forgot to speak about that. I actually forgot to speak about that, but that was very interesting. The nerve of people to think that Usher doesn't owe is not owed his bread. Like people are insane, bro, but this is a common theme. See, this is why you have to really set parameters in your friendships when y'all do business together, even if it's music business. Now, Bryan Michael Cox and Usher never had no dealings business-wise in music. They've always had a great relationship music-wise. But when you start tapping outside of those circles, in terms of what y'all are great in, it can get ugly. And you always have to reiterate with your friends and people that you cool with, even in business. Hey, bro, I do not play with my money. If I loan you this money, I understand things happen. Communicate. And that's another thing too that I'll always emphasize. It's never about you doing it. Because I understand things happen. Okay, the restaurant didn't open. Okay, you didn't get this done for me. Okay, your clothes, you didn't send me my clothes. You didn't send me my sneakers. Things happen. Communicate that. Because then maybe I can give you a little bit more grace. But when you play around and you don't give me no answers, I will sue you. This is not a game, and my money is not to be played with. Do right by people and pay them their fucking money. So I'm interested to see how this will play out. And Usher is 100% owed his money. 100%. So I came across this clip this week. Geechee Gotti, I think he was on Emerson Kennedy's podcast, where they was talking about Mary J Blige and a potential who she would match up with on a versus stage. And Beyoncé and Rihanna's name come up. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to play this clip real quick.
What? Rihanna, bro. No, don't say that. Nobody's beating Rihanna. Nah, nobody beating Mary J Blige. What? Facts. Mary's got a strong 10, but when it gets to the 20s, what? Are you crazy? Bro, y'all are out your fucking mind, bro. Y'all gonna make them play this right now out loud. Y'all going that Queen Mary like this? Yeah, fam. I can't believe this. Hell no. It's Queen B. Nobody beat Mary. Jay in no goddamn verses. It ain't a singer on earth, not a female singer.
Yeah, Beyonce whooping her feet.
No, she is not.
Song for song?
Song for song.
Beyonce
Mary J Blige is
crazy.
Chad, will you talk to Geechee, man? He thinks Mary J's gonna compete with Beyonce?
No, Beyonce don't got no I'm going down. She don't. She do not got no I'm going down.
Love on Top?
She don't got
Halo?
She don't got one of those,
1+1?
man.
To the left?
Beyonce's gonna pack Mary J up.
Shout out to Geechee Gotti for holding it down for Mary J Blige. Let me be very, 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 very clear. There is not a female artist, alive or dead, that is beating Mary J Blige in the verses. Yes, I am biased because Mary is one of my favorite R&B acts ever, male or female. But outside of that, it's just reality. There's no female artist, dead or alive, that is beating Mary J Blige in the verses, bro. It's not happening. It's not happening. You Bring Me Joy, Love No Limit, I Can Love You, Mary's Joint, Share My World, You Remind Me, Be Without You, You Gotta Believe, It's On, I Don't Want to Do Anything, My Life, Everything, Love Is All We Need, Rainy Days, 7 Days, Enough Crying, Just Fine, My Love, Be With You, Sweet Thing, I'm Going Down, Not Gonna Cry, Reminisce, Real Love, Be Happy. Who is standing in front of that? Who is standing in front of that? Who is standing in front of those? And I could have named more. I didn't even get into the feature bag. Those are just her standalone records that she can bring to a stage. That's about 26, 27 of them that I named. Who is standing in front of that? Beyonce and Rihanna, no disrespect, they not fucking with her. They are not getting on a stage and standing in front of that. How do you compete? How do you compete with I'm Going Down? Real Love, Be Happy. When those come on, what are you doing? Everything. My Life, what are you doing when those records come on? What are you doing? There's none of them. Aretha Franklin, love her. Whitney Houston, love her. Toni Braxton, love her. They're not fucking with Mary. Not fucking with Mary. Rihanna, no, it's a long day. Beyonce, I understand it. One of the greatest entertainers of all time. She's not competing with this woman right here. It's not happening. It's not happening, bro. It's not happening. I'm sorry. My goodness, bro. Like, even just some of the feet, like, she can give it to her rap bag. You know, she can get Can't Knock the Hustle with Hov. Come on, man. Touch Me, Tease Me with Case. Come on, man. I'll Be There For You with Method Man. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop. Mariah Carey, Packed Up. Some people might say Mariah. Nope. No. And again, I am biased because I love Mary J Blige, but I'm just being real, bro. You're not competing with this. This is insane that niggas really thought Love on Top. Let's be for real. Mary J Blige definitely can. Rainy Days with Ja Rule. When that come on, what's she gonna do? 7 days? 7 days is getting Love on Top out of here. Getting it out of here, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Then Just Fine. That's like one of her anthems. Like, come on, man. This is endless. Came out the gates with 3 straight classics. What's the 411? My Life. Share My World. Share My World. No, it's not happening. Shout out to Geechee Gotti for holding it down for Mary, though, because I did see that conversation. I'm like, no, hell no. Fuck no. That's not happening, bro. It's just you setting them up for embarrassment, to be honest. Because I don't even think, I don't care where the crowd is at, because I think the crowd is going to resonate with Mary's records more than, and I understand the Beehive, they get busy, but I think I'm inclined to say that a lot of Beyonce fans is Mary fans too. If you want to be real, I don't even think Rihanna should, respectfully, I don't think Rihanna can stand next to Mary. Beyonce off the name alone is respectable, but Rihanna off, no. I don't see it. I just don't see it. I don't see it. She do got some classics, 100%. I love Anti, but other than that, no. It's levels when it comes to that singing shit. Like, and then Like even when we start getting to it, because you already know Mary could get acapella with it. So then what we doing? So we talking about vocals, and I seen Beyonce sing live, and I understand why she gets the love she loved. Don't get it fucked up. I went to On the Run tour 2018 with my ex. I seen Beyonce sing acapella for at least 5-7 minutes. She gets busy, but Mary, just certain records. I'm Going Down. I don't see it. Those records is just stand the test of time. They timeless for a reason. Mary's, I think, is just gonna ring throughout wherever you put it at. It's just gonna ring out different. It's just gonna ring out different, man. Just from a vocals, even from a vocal standpoint, we even got to talk about the production and the beats because the beats are amazing. But from a vocal standpoint, I be getting chills when I play some of Mary's shit, man. She's one of my favorites for a reason, man. But no, there's no way that Rihanna and Beyonce and none of the others that I named are beating her in the verses. None of them. You can name any. Anita Baker, not beating her. Not beating her. It's not happening. She stands alone. She is Teflon when it comes to female R&B. She's number one. She reigns supreme. So shout out to Geechee Gotti for holding it down for Mary. That nigga's tripping. Rihanna, great, but it's levels, bro. It's levels. It's levels, man. So just all right. So moving on next, I want to speak about this new project from this artist that I've spoken about before, but I never really spoke about him on his own. He's been featured on other people that I like with Leon Thomas. He was just on Wale's album Odeal. This nigga Odeal is nice, bro. This nigga is nice. He had a project that dropped earlier this year that I spoke about. It was The Summer That Saved Me. Him and Leon Thomas got a record called Miami, fire. Then he got this other record on there that I love, Obi's Interlude and Monster Boys, fire. But he dropped the EP on Friday called, here we go, The Fall That Saved Us, which falls in line with The Summer That Saved Me that dropped in July. But The Fall That Saved Us, man, this EP is fire. Shout out 9 songs. The first track you got Reason, Molotov, fire. That might be my favorite record on this EP is Molotov. Cold World, Blur, Addicted, Pretty Girls, Wicked, Children of Yeshua, another fire track, and Nights in the Sun with Wizkid. Shout out to Odeal, man. Odeal has been doing this thing. I kind of heard of him earlier this year. I heard of him from through a track called Blame You, fire record. I always say he kind of remind me of Brent Faiyaz. I had this thing I said the other day. I was like, if you put Odeal and Brent Faiyaz on the track, you probably couldn't recognize who is who. But both of them are dope in their own light, but they definitely sound the same. But shout out to Odeal, man. That nigga been having a dope 2025, man. He's been killing the features. I love this project called The Fall That Saved Us. That Molotov, fire. That's my favorite track off this EP. And then I would say Children of Yeshua. So I want to give Dog his proper roses, his proper credit, because man, this nigga been doing this thing this year, man. So shout out to Odeal, man. Check out that project. It's called The Fall That Saved Us. It dropped on Friday. Again, it's 9 records. Reason, Molotov, Cold World, Blur, Addicted, Pretty Girls, Wicked, Children of Yeshua, and Nights in the Sun. Salute the Dog, and I hope he continue doing this thing, man. Nigga been killing shit, man. Definitely been killing shit. So, moving on, I want to speak about Roc Nation. So, Roc Nation launched a new distribution platform. This actually happened a few weeks ago. I forgot to talk about it. So, Jay-Z's Roc Nation recently rolled out a new music distribution service aimed at independent artists, and it has sparked debate about who really wins. Earlier this week, Roc Nation Distribution launched a free web-based dashboard that lets any artist, even without a label deal, distribute songs to 200-plus streaming platforms, access fan analytics, and handle royalties in one place. Roc Nation emphasized that the artists keep ownership of their masters and retain 85% of their earnings. The platform's cut is 50%. The company touts features like real-time streaming and social data, automatic payouts to bank or PayPal, publishing, administration, and revenue split tools for collaborators. Ultimately, Roc Nation is pitching a one-stop, empowering toolkit for indie musicians, complete with data insights that larger labels once reserved for stars. Rock Nation has always billed itself as artist first, and Jay Z's vision for company was always broader than simply music. However, music has been its primary focus, and many artists housed under the label have greatly benefited from its services and access. Rock Nation merged Rock Nation label and its equity distribution wing into one entity called Rock Nation Distribution. As we've seen artists opt towards partnerships and distribution deals rather than ink traditional record contracts, the company called the launch of Rock Nation's distribution a natural transition in the music space, which serves as a platform for any artist. Through this, Rock Nation will have the tools and resources needed in the current climate of the industrial, excuse me, climate of the industrial. According to the report, all artists that are currently signed to Rock Nation will be folded into the system, including Alicia Keys, Lil Uzi Vert, among others. What's more is that Rock Nation promises that creators will continue to retain ownership of their masters and creative control over their music. So, Rock Nation's open distribution services now takes another step towards living up to its mantra of empowering creators. How does the Rock Nation distribution model work? So yeah, that pretty much covers everything that I just said. In my opinion, I don't see what they're offering outside of them just uploading your shit and then just going out to different platforms. This is, I'm not comparing to what I do with podcasts, and this is no different from you know, what I do on my podcast. I upload on SoundCloud. I have a RSS feed that goes out to Apple and to Spotify. So and for them to get a 15% cut, 15% for them to just hit upload, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. If you're an independent artist, what are you really gaining? Like, promotion is big when it comes to independent artists. Are you offering any type of promotion? Are you putting me on any type of billboards? Are you putting me on any type of, headlining me on top of these playlists? We know playlists are a big thing. Like, that kind of took the place of radio play. Like, also a radio play. Am I getting any of my music played? Or even with YouTube, like, what are you giving me besides hitting upload? So I don't really understand what Rock Nation is really offering outside of that. I mean, I guess it could be a positive for some independent artists. To me, I feel like you're doing yourself a disservice. You might as well rock out by yourself dolo, because I don't see what they're offering outside of them hitting upload. Like, I can at least get some type of promotion or something. Shit, put my songs on top of some of these playlists. Do that at least. But if you telling me that all y'all doing is distributing my shit to these other streaming platforms, that ain't enough. That ain't enough for 15%. Like, I could find another way to do that. I know they got other platforms that, you just pay the yearly fee. Kind of like, again, like the same thing I do. I pay a yearly fee to SoundCloud, and, I could just go ahead and distribute it out that way. But a 50% cut, just hit upload, I'm cool on that. I'm definitely cool on that. Because I'm not really understanding the positives with that. And I'm not really music savvy like that when it comes to business. I'm only giving my level of understanding, but it doesn't seem to really it don't seem to favor the independent artist. It doesn't. I want to read because it was another. Uh, Let me see if I can find it. Mm, 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 mm. Oh yeah, Russ. He has the artist named Russ. Uh, I am familiar with him as an artist. I don't really listen to his music like that, but he spoke out. He has something to say as regards to this. $50 annual fee versus 50% of your entire catalog's revenue are not remotely comparable. One is a fixed cost, the other is a tax on your entire career. Free to upload is the okey doke. Fixed fees protect artists, percentage drain artists. If you make 1,000 a year, 50% equals 150. You already paid damn near 3 times the cost of any flat free distributor. People saying I'm hating for educating the public on a bad deal. Transparency is praised until transparency threatens your fantasies. A bad deal is a bad deal regardless of who offers it. Evaluate the terms. Don't just blindly react to a brand stamp and forget how to do math. Logos we doing spells on people. Man, damn, trying to look out for y'all. Yeah, like I kind of feel them on that, bro. Again, I'm not saying they don't have no good intentions behind that, but that 50% split shit don't even make sense. It don't. It really does not make sense, bro. So salute to them for trying to implement something. But I think as we continue to, and this goes across anything. I even noticed this with podcasting, bro. And this kind of is the reason why, like, if you're a creator in anything, whether it be music, content creation, podcasting, I really learned if 2025 has taught me anything, you got to you got to bet on yourself. You have to bet on yourself, bruh. Like the days are long gone of having to go to the labels begging for a record deal. Going to these TV networks and begging for an opportunity. You really have to bet on your fucking self. If you that talented and you trust your shit, run that shit up independently, bruh. Run that shit up independently. That's what I did, bro. I bet it on myself. I'm gonna run this shit up, and the right eyes will see me one day. And that's how. And if you are artist out here, you should do the same fucking thing, bro. Don't have to depend on no label, man. Don't have to depend on. And this is not to say if a label comes and offers you a great deal, take it. If the deal fits you, take it. If you're a creator and a TV network wants to collaborate with you or any type of anything and it works in your favor, cool. But I'm talking about essentially like you not doing the work because you absolutely need this deal. No, bro, bet on yourself. Run that shit up independently because ultimately you will hold what's the word I'm looking for? You will hold the leverage at the end of the day. You will ultimately hold the leverage at the end of the day. You will hold all the equity at the end of the day when you run it up by yourself and you do it independently. So again, salute to them for trying to do something, but I'm not really getting with that. I'm not really getting with that. So moving on into some sports news. Chris Paul is retiring. Shout out to Chris Paul, man. Shout out to Chris Paul, man. Chris Paul has had a great career. We know right now he's with the Clippers. He will be ending his career with the Clippers. But man, I can't believe it's already been 20 years, man. I remember when Chris Paul got drafted, he had a great career at Wake Forest. Um, Let me just go ahead and run through this nigga accolades, man. 12-time All-Star. NBA All-Star Game MVP 2013, 4-time All-NBA First Team, 5-time All-NBA Second Team, 2-time All-NBA Third Team, 7-time All-NBA Defensive First Team, 2-time All-NBA Defensive Second Team, NBA Rookie of the Year, NBA All-Rookie First Team, 5-time NBA Assist Leader, 6-time NBA Steals Leader, NBA 75th All-Anniversary Team. Nothing else approved throughout his career, man. Of course, Chris Paul, he doesn't have a ring, but you know me. I don't really put too much weight on the ring thing when it comes to players because that's more of a team accomplishment. Would have loved to see him get one, but man, Chris Paul, I mean, he has nothing else to prove in my opinion. If of course I would love to see him get a ring, but man, that's a tough resume to put up. Arguably top 5 point guard of all time off that resume alone. True point guard. A lot of people dub him the point guard, and he's a point guard for a reason, man. He's gonna give you what you want on both ends of the floor. Can get buckets, can assist, can definitely just a true floor general. Then on the defensive end, he's gonna get his steals. Very, very smart. Chris Paul, when it comes to IQ, goes without saying, man. One of the greatest we ever seen play that position. There's arguably like again, it's hard pressed to name 5 point guards better than him all time. Without a doubt, a top 10 point guard of all time. So salute to Chris Paul. He announced his retirement yesterday. So definitely would love to see how he goes out, man. As far as this season, it's not really looking good for the Clippers right now. But again, salute to Chris Paul. So another conversation that has been coming up has been a continuous conversation in the NBA world. There's this shortening the season shit, right? Because of the injuries that we've seen so far this season. Let me reiterate this again because I spoke about this earlier. I think this was around the summertime. I think this had something this was surrounding the sneakers conversation. Shortening the season ain't gonna do nothing but make these players sit out more. And I think I remember Jalen Brown, he spoke about it in terms of, shortening the season and all, like going to 60 games. Listen, if you shorten the season to 60 games, these niggas gonna find a way to sit out 20 still. You shorten it to 40, they still gonna find a way to shit out. Shortening the season is not gonna do nothing but make these players sit out more. And I'm inclined to believe that based off how some of them handle load management. That's why I wasn't mad at Adam Silver, putting the 65 game award stipulation out there. I'm not mad at it. I'm mad at Adam Silver for a lot of things, but the 65 game rule, I'm not mad at that at all. Like we had to get to a point where like we're holding the players accountable for just simply playing the games. Ultimately, it's a lot of fucking bitching going on. That's what it boils back to in my. It's a lot of bitching going on from the players. It's bad enough that, and I spoke about this before, a lot of times y'all sitting out national televised games. You don't want to play back-to-backs. All-Star weekend come around, my God. It's just nasty work. It's nasty work. I am not with shortening the season. Keep it 82 games. I don't give a fuck if it's, let's go to 70. Nope. 75, none of that. I don't want to hear it. 82 games. Get y'all asses out there and play games. Now, I would never tell a player to play if they are significantly injured, hurt, for real. But all this other shit and, niggas trying to finesse their way and all this other shit, no. Play the games, bruh. Especially on top of the fact that what the average NBA fan got to pay to watch y'all motherfuckers play. Because that shit is ridiculous. That's what I'm really mad with Adam Silver about. But again, it always goes back to the money. Y'all niggas getting plenty of money, bro. And I don't want to sound like the nigga who just just on the players about the money that they getting paid. But bro, all we ask is that y'all play the games, bro. If you shorten the season down to 60, y'all niggas gonna find a way to play 45, 50. So no, I do not agree with shortening the season. They complain about the schedule, this back-to-back shit. Listen, they already changed the back-to-back shit from what it was 10, 15 plus years ago. And now y'all niggas still complaining. So there's no pleasing y'all. That's really what it boiled down to. There's no pleasing the NBA player in terms of this scheduling shit. So no, I do not agree with shortening the season, bro. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. I'm sorry. I can't get with it, bro. Play the games. Play the fucking games, bro. That's where I'm at with it. Moving to some NFL news. Shedeur Sanders will be getting his first start. So of course, by the time this episode had aired, he already had his first start. Interested to see how he's gonna play out. I think Shedeur will be good. I mean, I'm gonna maintain my same stance that I've always had. I think his ceiling is a good quarterback in the NFL. I think his player comp is Teddy Bridgewater. I do think that he has good traits to be a successful NFL quarterback. I don't think he could be an elite quarterback or a great quarterback. But if he turns out to be a great and elite quarterback, I have no problem getting on here and saying that. But based off what I've seen through his college career, coming into the draft, we all know he got a raw deal coming out. But I do believe he has the tools to be a good quarterback. So we'll see how that plays out. Jamar Chase got suspended a game for spitting on Jalen Ramsey. Now, when you initially seen the video, you see Jalen Ramsey throwing a punch at him. I think he got thrown out the game, and did he get suspended? I gotta look. I don't think he got suspended. I think he got fined. Let me read this. NFL hands out punishment on Steelers Jalen Ramsey after Jamar Chase incident. He avoided suspension. He got fined for $15,000. Jamar Chase got suspended. Let me see. Jamar Chase suspension upheld. Yeah, so I think Jamar Chase 1-game suspension for spitting on Pittsburgh Steelers defensive back Jalen Ramsey was upheld Tuesday, meaning the star Cincinnati Bengals wide receiver can't play Sunday against the New England Patriots. Chase appeal was heard by Jordy Nelson, who was jointly appointed by the NFL and NFL Players Association. Nelson upheld the suspension, which league announced Monday. The ban will cost Chase his weekly paycheck of $448,000. He will also forfeit $58,000 per game active bonus. I didn't even see it, but when I saw the replay and you zoomed in, spitting on a player, I said this about, in my opinion, a spitting on a player should automatically be a 2-game suspension. Early this year, where when Carter spit on Dak Prescott, I felt the same way. But he only got a 1-game suspension. They counted him getting thrown out as the 1-game suspension. I'm not with it. I think it should be a 2-game suspension. And if if it happens again, 6-game suspension. There is no room for spitting on nobody. Period. I don't care what field it is. That is the lowest of the lowest when it comes to just human decency. You spitting on somebody, tell somebody they're below dirt. I don't fuck with that shit. I don't agree with it. It's tasteless, it's classless, and there's no room for it. So Jamar Chase, he should have got a 2-game suspension. He should have got a fucking 2-game suspension. I'm not with that spitting on people shit, bro. I do not play that shit. So, and I remember Jalen Ramsey had spoke out about it post game, but there was no video. So salute to the cameras. And also with these cameras, man, you're gonna get caught, bro. I don't understand why people think that they can just get by with fuckery. You're not gonna get by, man. You're not gonna get by. So yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got. That's pretty much all I got for this week, man. College football is coming up on rivalry week, and we're also coming up on championship Saturday. So again, I'm interested to see how this is going to unfold as we get into the playoffs. I think playoffs start December 19th. Yes, playoffs start December 19th. You still have 3 undefeated teams. You have Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, and a bunch of 1-loss, 2-loss teams. So, I mean, after them 3, you're really interested to see how this playoff format is going to pan out, especially with Championship Saturday approaching. So, yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got for this week. Again, y'all, please be safe. Be safe out this motherfucker. Enjoy your Thanksgiving break. Relax, kick back, relax. Stay away from them chitlins. Cook that turkey properly. And ultimately have a good time, man. I want to thank y'all for tapping in with me, kicking it with me. Again, please make sure you tap in with me on all audio platforms that I'm on: SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple. I'm on YouTube, of course. Again, check me out on TikTok and on Instagram at I'm Not Repeating Myself Pod. Get your ass in that gym. Like I'd always say, get your ass in that gym. Stay right. Eat the good foods. Make sure you're staying on top of your goals. Chase some goals. Stay consistent. And you will see the results that you want, man. Keep your head down. Stay focused. And again, please be safe. So like I say every week, this is I'm Not Repeating Myself podcast. I'm your host, Mike. And I hope you heard what I said the first time, because I'm not repeating myself. I'm out.